Today's episode was made possible by the wonderful people at Sweetwater, particularly Natalie. Natalie, you know who you are. You're fantastic. They sent me the Moog, not Moog. I got thrashed on the internet for calling it Moog one time. I think some people call it Moog. It's totally fine, but whatever. The Werkstatt-01. It is a really cool synthesizer that you actually put together yourself. So I'm going to build it out and I'm going to make a jam with it. It's going to be awesome. The Werkstatt-01 analog synthesizer is a synth by Moog that you actually assemble yourself. It comes with instructions and all the parts. You actually build it yourself. And if that's intimidating, don't worry because you don't need an engineering degree to put this together. It's actually much easier than some of the JHS pedals I've put together in the past. I think it only took me like 20-30 minutes or so to put it together, and I got to sign my name on it, and it gives you kind of a sense of ownership over this piece of gear that maybe you wouldn't get with something else. To be honest, I'm not very familiar with synthesizers like this. My Korg Prologue is a little bit more straightforward. You can kind of pull preset sounds really easily, and I am very new to the world of VCOs and VFCs and LFOs and how they all work together and stuff, but you really don't need to know what you're doing to have fun with this. I spent a couple hours just sitting down, turning knobs and feeling out how each of the sections interacted with each other. I maybe watched like 30 seconds of one video that was like a tutorial, and then I was like, I just want to play with it. Even my daughter came down and was playing her scales on it, and she was having fun turning knobs and stuff.
That's awesome.
You don't have to be a rocket scientist to enjoy this and to be inspired. I sat down and kind of started creating some sounds to try to get some inspiration, and I found some really cool things hidden in here. Once you find cool sounds on here that you like, I highly recommend you taking a picture of the knobs so that you can remember where they're set. At one point, I had some really cool sound and my son came and messed up all the knobs, and I don't know if I'll ever find that sound again. It's mysterious. It's lost to the universe. But that's actually one of the cool things about this. I feel like you don't always get the same thing every single time due to the very analog, tweakable nature of this synthesizer. And that can be really inspiring, and it's kind of like a surprise every time. Once I logged in some time playing around with all the different settings and getting familiar with the way that each of the sections sort of interact with each other, I created a little jam and decided to build out some sounds that would work for the song. The first sound I came up with for this jam was a wah sound. That would be B-W-A-H. And I used the cutoff to kind of create that swell create the bois sound. I really liked the texture it gave it and kind of laid it underneath the jam. It felt good to me. The next sound I came up with was what I like to call Space Cat. Cool, I got that sound. Because it sounds like a cat meowing in space, and I actually ran this into a Holy Grail pedal to give it some reverb, and I really liked the quality of it. I liked kind of the way that the riff sort of laid back behind the beat a little bit, gave it some character, and I really like it. Then I wanted to go back for like the chorus and visit the Bois family once again. And what I did for this was adjust the LFO rate to give it some movement. It was actually kind of fun, like dropping the rate and then trying to ramp it back up to find the tempo again, even kind of using it like creating, I don't know, like on drums when you do like a fill, I could kind of like do these weird synth fills by like speeding it up really quick and then bringing it back down to tempo. That was really, really fun. And the last sound I came up with was like an alarm type sound where I went in between these octaves here and I used the glide feature here to kind of ramp the notes into each other, which I think is really cool. And the LFO was set at kind of a steady rate to give it like a pulse. The Moog Werkstatt-01 has been a fantastic inspirational tool to get me out of my comfort zone, mainly because I'm legitimately really unfamiliar with these kind of synthesizers, but I'm so excited to learn more. I'll probably even make more videos with this later as I learn how to use it more. But the point of this whole video is to just show you that you don't have to know how to use every part of your gear to start making cool sounds, and to not let yourself get intimidated or scared out of creating when you can just play. And learning through play is probably one of the most important things as a musician. So I would definitely recommend this. This is a cool project. Buy it. It's only like $200, $199, I believe. And you can put this together with your kids and have a bunch of fun just making weird sounds, making weird R2-D2 bleeps and bloops and stuff. This is a super, super cool build. I had a lot of fun. If you like this video, hit like, subscribe to the channel, share this video with someone you think would like it, and leave me a comment. I had so much fun making this. Thank you so much for watching.